Hey everybody, welcome to the Auman Landscape YouTube channel. Our goal is to help you become a better landscape contractor. Here we are for an updated shop tour. Haven't done one in a while. I've got a lot of requests to do that. So here we are. Welcome to Auman HQ. Here we are, folks. Here's the Empire, the Auman HQ, headquarters of the Kid Contractor podcast as well. Auman Environmental, Auman Landscape, the Hardscape Academy, Together in the Trades, that we co-host with the Fullerton Spurs. All that. We got some rain last night, but here's what we've been up to. Been up to a lot of things, right? And we got a lot of things to go. So we're gonna get to the shop area, the tools, quick overview of equipment, although that'll be a different tour altogether. Different video coming out probably a week after this one, whatever. So the updated current equipment tour. There we go, that'll be that. All right, here we go. We got a lot of drainage stuff to still work on. It takes a long time. We have since we cut in a pond. This was cool, big help, and thanks to Pap, my father-in-law there, been tremendously instrumental in all this, and huge credit to him. And I mean, like, you know, a lot of people really, but my in-laws been tremendous help with childcare, helping us watch kids or whatever, you name it. The Vibe Patio, we'll have a whole video on this, and you've seen those coming out and trickling in. Huge thanks to Site One. We got all our materials from Site One. Pick up a little piece of bottle cap there from Site One. Lighting, plants, the hardscape material itself, these Unilock XL pavers, aren't these beautiful? J Squared Outdoor, my buddy Jeremy Swihart actually designed this as part of our Hardscape Mastery series through the Hardscape Academy. So you might check that out, but a beautiful design from him. We'll do a whole video on this, that'll come later. This here, still working on getting grown in, this giant flagstone walkway. We like doing giant flagstone because as the grass overgrows it, you'll still have a tremendous amount of walking surface. The only thing we're battling is crabgrass growing in here. This beautiful Rosetta retaining wall. A lot of videos coming out about that, of how that got built and how we build those Rosetta walls, but huge thanks to Rosetta. And also Heartland Pergola. These 90% shade pergolas are absolutely amazing. You're going to see a lot of that in the channel coming up. We just put in another one, another Heartland on a project there. The new truck, the new whip there of mine, you can check out our video walkthrough on that thing. That's my first brand new truck for me, and that's been pretty cool. But here we are, the shop. And what else do we have going on? Well, we'll see. Let's go inside. It's really nice having all our parking area done. That's cool. There's so many things here that we need to do. This is a long process to get things really perfect. But the big thing with the Vibe Patio out there, by the way, and again, huge thanks to Site One for being partners with us on that. I got to finish my grill island out there yet. But the idea is for this, the whole property to represent and illustrate the kind of work we can do and the kind of work we do. And helping clients, we don't care about the material out there. That's not so much, we didn't want like 80 different pavers out there to help people see the paver. We don't care about that. What we want is the people to understand the vibe, the feel, the emotion of what that feels like. And this is possible at anything. If you have a shop, if you even rent a place, offer to put in a little 10 by 10 pad somewhere. Just anything that helps represent the style of work you're doing, or the style of work, better yet, that you want to do. We felt it was important to illustrate all of it, and that has all elements in it: lighting, fire, water, shade, grill island, plantings, layout, space, all that. So that's why it's a vibe patio. We want people to get the vibe when they come here, and we want them to imagine that that's what's possible at their property. So we're helping them understand the emotional connection to what an awesome space is like. So that's the Vibe Patio. Here we go. Welcome to Auman headquarters. Coming in here, place is a little bit of a mess, but it's peak season. We're running hard, all that. Got our estimator area here for the guys when they're estimating their own projects. Hunter, our AV guy here. Brittany's office, my office. We got our mechanical room here, which Pap did a phenomenal job on. We've got our floor heating, which is only in the office area here. Electrical work, Pap did an awesome job on this electrical. Each one is like lined out like perfectly and beautifully, but it couldn't be exposed for our electrical inspection. They made us cover it up, and so we got all the beautiful work covered up. And the shame, I swear I'm gonna put like plexiglass over that or something, so people can see that awesome work that Pap did. That being said, whiteboards all over the place, building reputation by design. We've got the Kid Contractor company cam podcast studios here, and check out Company Cam. It's an awesome app that we use to document our jobs. It's absolutely awesome. We use that daily. The wall of fame here of people that have been on the podcast here in person. So a lot of names in there, a lot of cool stuff. Money from New Zealand, a very proud Army Airborne veteran, all sorts of cool stuff. So that's the Company Cam Kid Contractor Podcast Studio. Our lobby here that we love. Conference room here, which we have clients on our second meeting with them. They come here to us, and then we talk over their project in here. That's really cool. We really like doing that. This black walnut, this beautiful 9-quarter slab there, is I think 4 different boards of black walnut, and that's from family property, and we're so proud of that and thankful for that. And this black walnut trim, actually done out by Brittany's uncle. And then he milled it and all that stuff, and then Pap, and we installed that here with these big, beautiful windows. The kids' room, we want the kids to have a good time when they come here. We want them to never hate coming to work. You know, we want the kids to never dread coming to work. We don't care if they take the company over. We don't care if they are in landscaping or construction or anything like that. We don't care. We just want them to never have a negative opinion of the shop, because we spend a lot of time here, and we never want them to... as I get a piece of stone on my boot. We never want them to have a negative impression of entrepreneurship. Whatever they decide to do in life, all we want them to do is everything with their heart. Everything with all their heart. Okay, here we go. The shop area. We got our giant butt fan up there. The shop's a little bit of a mess. Peak season, just pulled in off 3 big projects. This is one I ran here. This is a stormwater project, the big retention pond clean out. So that's everything from that job. We started redoing and reorganizing all of our stormwater work, our stormwater boxes. So these boxes will get just loaded on a truck, and it has everything we need for it. And we're kind of cleaning up and organizing and restructuring what goes on those jobs. So I'm working on that. Tool area, always a work in progress, always working on that. Our kids started doing... we got the boys their little toolkit, and they've been working on just like dismantling things, and it's so good for kids to learn how to do that stuff. Here's another cage, and this is again inspired by J Squared Outdoor, but this concept, we bought these boxes from a local warehouserack.com or something like that. I don't know, it's a local supplier. This is all our Hardscape Academy stuff, color coded blue. It's supposed to be the color of knowledge and learning. This is the Hardscape Academy training area. The kids have made a little empire in there themselves. We'll show you that. But this thing has everything we need within reason to do a hardscape project. And so the reason for the color coding, if you don't know about this already, is that if I find a dead blow hammer on the truck, on Bo's truck, let's say, Bo's truck has its own color code, and I find a blue hammer on there, blue dotted hammer, hey, that doesn't belong here. A blue dotted square. That doesn't belong there. That goes on this cage. All these tools are color coded like that. And all the guys, like this is the orange. This is the orange box. That's right. So right out the gate here, I see some stuff with red on it. This should be in the hardscape trailer. So now we know, like that doesn't belong here. That doesn't belong here. All this stuff in red does not belong on this cage. This is the orange cage. So these are things that help us understand and keep things in order. But these things are so handy because the guys just pick this up with a skid steer. It has everything we need, and it goes on a truck and goes to a job site, or gets moved around a job site as needed. It's got paint, floats, trowels. I mean, it's just got so much stuff on it, right? That's the idea. It makes this nice and easy to get all that stuff around. We're gonna be welding up some metal ones here real soon. Here's another stormwater box real quick. This is the one Brittany and I take out on stormwater jobs for doing curb inlet and drop inlet basin repair jobs. And it's got everything we need in here. And we have a checklist right there of everything. So we can always check it off and make sure we have it. Equipment, like I said, we're going to do an equipment inventory thing. Here at the shop, we're running low on polysand. Need to get some new polysand. But the idea is we're becoming, and we are, our own supplier now. And so if it's large quantities of stuff like 20 tons plus, well, it's going to go to a job site, right? It's going to get delivered straight from the supplier or quarry. But if it's a bag of cold patch asphalt or Type S mortar, bags of Quikrete, poly sand, rodent guards, pipe fittings, all that stuff. We have this stuff here so that we don't have to go to the store to get one freaking elbow, right? Our friends at ADS, a beautiful, beautiful stormwater pipe and materials, miscellaneous box of stuff there, whatever. But all this stuff, everything's labeled out pretty clearly. Low voltage irrigation, drip irrigation systems, job signs. This area is kind of the daily consumables of the guys. So lots of different things. Toilet paper for the porta-john, eye wash station, just all that kind of stuff. It's got just all this stuff, paint, glues, greases, you name it, right? Then over here, our mixed fuel. This is a 35-gallon tank from Amazon. The pumps are junk, so you got to replace them all the time. But the tank itself is great. But we make 35 gallons of mix at a time, and the guys know exactly what to do. This is kind of the refill area here for tools. So like this come along, that should be on the other box over there. Just everything is organized, right? So guys know exactly where all this stuff is. Now all the trucks are every truck is outfitted with a certain amount of all of this stuff, right? We don't unload this stuff every day. That's like a nightmare in the world of construction stuff. Some basic maintenance stuff. We do a little bit of landscape maintenance. This thing is broken. It reminds me of something else we need to grab. Some hardscape material or hardscape construction stuff. It needs to go various jobs. Chainsaws, we rarely use them. And when we do, frankly, we buy throwaways, and we just, we used to buy $400 and $500 saws when we do like some job that required chainsaws, which we really try not to do. And the saws just get trashed. And yeah, they just get destroyed. And so we just started buying throwaway saws, unfortunately, when we do need to do just a little bit of brush cutting or something. And that's really for like 150 bucks as opposed to 400. It's just what works out best. Now, if we were arborists and doing that kind of work all the time, like I have a very nice Husqvarna professional grade saw. So like I have my own stuff. It's awesome. That does not get committed to the company. Generators there from our friends at Power Lines Electric, Scotty Too Hottie over there. Low voltage lighting kits, seed, always got a bunch of seed, which is nuts because this is $100 a bag, right, in inventory. $400 just sitting there in seed alone. Not to mention all the stuff, which is why we have a job costing software called LMN. Well, actually, LMN, Landscape Management Network. You need to get that to budget for all this stuff so you can make sure you're paying for all of this stuff as it comes through on your jobs. Some compactors here. This grapple has a leaky hose that needs fixed. Here's $1,000 worth of gear. Hey folks, running a business is insanely expensive. This stuff right here, this pile of stuff, was $1,000. Trash can, not broken tools included. Now that trash can actually bought to put our broken tools in, like these Cobalt things here that have lifetime warranty on them, and we'll collect a bunch of them at a time and then go back and replace them and buy new ones. But $1,000 for the stuff right here. How do we make sure that gets into our pricing? We use LMN. We build this into our budget. We know every year about how much we spend on this kind of stuff. I think about $5,000 a year in just this stuff right here, let alone everything else you see in a business, which has to be accounted for. That's why an estimating and budgeting software like LMN is so critical. So you can pay for all this stuff as it goes out to jobs, and you can keep inventories of stuff on hand so your guys have what they need when they need it, and we're not going to the box stores to pick up a single tube of glue or paint or anything like that. We're here, we load up, we take what we need, we have them on the trucks, we have them on the trailers. We are our own supply. So we can budget that in with LMN. Check it out. Promo code Auman. It's a must-have for business. And also with that being said, a great bookkeeper like Cycle CPA. We've been using them now for 6 months, and it has changed our business as to knowing really what the nuts and bolts on the backside of the accounting end of our company is. So definitely want you to check out Cycle CPA and LMN. Paps tractor here. But again, safety fence, just all sorts of stuff that we need. It's here to go. Let's do a little tour outside. Here we go. The yard area. Got a lot to do out here yet. We need to really modernize the yard here and get it to where it's a better layout to where guys aren't backing in every single day. We got to finish our loop around so that people can loop around the building and we're not backing in. That's incredibly inefficient. So we're working our way to that as soon as we can. All shows, so check out another YouTube video here. We'll do a whole equipment show and truck show here and show everything. The yard is a disaster. Again, peak season. We're in the heat of battle at the moment. We got a take some time and go through and really tidy some stuff up. We're trying to keep stuff organized: stormwater, geofabric, steps, wall block, caps, pavers, etc. We're trying to really work hard to keep things somewhat organized in this regard, but now we find some stuff wandering around all over the place, so we got to get back in order here. It's getting a little disorderly. Let's see here. So the wonderful steel wrist, I love that machine so much, so very much. The trucks, we've got different amounts of material. We're dumping our own dirt now. The 4300, that's cleaned up nice job. Thank you guys. We've got our aggregates. This 20 or 30 ton pile of stone is number 57 limestone. This is here, we're finally whittling through this. That was driving me crazy. My boys didn't put their stuff away like I asked them to. You know how that goes, maybe, if you got kids. Yeah, so that stone, if we need 5 tons or 10 tons to go to a job, we're gonna load it up and take it out with us. We're not gonna haul all 20 tons to a job. We're just gonna get that truck hauled out and delivered from the quarry. By the way, to get your sticker on the Fuel Cell of Fame, tag anybody you recognize in here, send it to P.O. Box 203, Carroll, Ohio, 43112, and you too can be on the Fuel Cell of Fame. And that's really handy when you run a lot of diesel equipment and need stuff on site. The attachments, all that stuff, we'll talk about that in the next video. Fuel, so important, having your own gasoline. There are companies that will provide those tanks for free if you buy the gas from them. Sometimes it's hard to find, sometimes not. And the portable potty, employee parking. We've got an awesome 5,000 gallon rainwater tank buried right there for watering plants and stuff. We're working on that system. Our lighting here for the whole property is amazing. This is the property and the shop that I have dreamt of my entire career that took me 20 years to build. If I had my head out of my rear in my first 10 years of business, used and utilized LMN software and made the most of that and had a good accountant like we use Cycle CPA, promo code Auman for both of those for great discounts on that stuff, I would have known how to recover my overhead and my costs and been able to afford a place like this much sooner in my career. But it took me some hard lessons to learn this stuff, and you can listen to that in episode like 100, for example, in the Kid Contractor podcast. That being said, shop tour, that's what we're up to, that's what's going on. We're aimed at efficiency and peak production as best as we can squeeze, and we got a long way to go yet with all of the efficiency stuff. And I was going to show you the Hardscape Academy area. So this, in the wintertime, we have training events here from Hardscape Mastery, which is an upper level, top tier training event for business mastery, or the pursuit thereof. And then we have Hardscape Academy, which my kids have destroyed this area. But thanks to Unilock on the materials here. And our friends at Lattice Diamond Blades, promo code Auman for 20% off diamond blades. We use all Lattice stuff, great quality blades. Shoot them a DM on Instagram and they'll tell you what they need, or they'll tell you what blade you want. But we use this area. Oh wow, we're getting really low on that inventory. We need to order more of those straw bales. But we build demonstration areas in here in the wintertime with a group of 6 to 10 people. Come in and we take 2 days and we feed you really well and we talk through a build of a landscape. And we talk about efficiency and numbers and hardscape construction, raised patios, regular patios, retaining walls, and everything in between. And it's a great time, and it's a really great value priced event for $1,000 for 2 days. You can't beat that, folks. It's really good. Check it out, thehardscapeacademy.com for fall events here in 2024 and 2025. In winter and through the winter too, of course. So we have that back here. All our guests sign that banner back there. It's so cool. Yeah, that's it. I think that's the shop tour. We did get a heater installed. That helps keep this building really in great shape. If you look back in the channel and look through all the build of this, and we documented it, I'm so glad. It'll be so cool to watch in 20 years, 10 years, 50 years, whatever, to see this. It'll be really cool. So thanks for checking out the tour here. Thanks for following along at the Kid Contractor podcast, the Hardscape Academy, Auman Landscape, all that stuff. And from me and my family to you, you can do anything you set your mind to. You just got to go after it and be smart about it and get good software, LMN, get good accountants. Cycle CPA, maybe with their fractional CFO services, something like that, and it will set you up for success if you're willing to work for it. All right, folks, have a great day. I think that's it. We'll see you.